Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest show on the African continent, man. You know what it is. Today, we are on a formal note, man. We're on a serious note, man. Today, we're reacting to Vusi Thembekwayo and Mr. Penuel. So, let me introduce myself, man. I'm usually known for making reactions to hip hop and music related videos and music and stuff, but today I thought of going into another interest of mine, which is finance, business, economics, and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? The good stuff that makes the world go round, man. And I was actually watching Penuel, one of the first few South African podcasts I watched. Other than Mac G, which Mac G is not entertaining and to me does not hold intellectual value. Sorry, Mac G, I'm not throwing shade, but kinda am. Don't care. So, Mr. Penuel, man. What intrigued me with Penuel's, let's say, podcast is his setup. His setup is in like a dark type, grimy, where truths and intellectual conversation and debates can take place, man. It's similar to like Stephen Bartlett. If you've seen Stephen Bartlett, his setup and environment gives you that, this is formal, this is wow, this is, bam, 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 straight to the point. It's business, serious, and it has that feeling and that, it's intriguing. Yes, without saying a lot of words and trying to describe this, but it's actually intriguing. So, with the Vusi Thembekwayo thing. So, Mr. Vusi Thembekwayo, I'm not saying I know him personally, okay? I'm not saying I know him personally, but Mr. VT, who the internet says he's worth 250 million USD, he might be worth more, he might be worth less. Don't know. Went to Benoni West. So, the first time I saw Vusi Thembekwayo was at Benoni West. I was getting crowned as head boy that year. Yes, I was being made head boy, and then he came, made a speech about being on TV, this deep voice, being public speaking national champs. Yes, I heard that speech firsthand. I was still a little kid. Excuse me, I was still a little kid back in quite a day. Now, quite grown, running a construction company. Wow, whoever thought I'd do such? Whoever thought I'd do such? School dropout doing this? Crazy. But y'all, that doesn't matter. So, with him, speaking of that, I was actually quite intrigued as a little kid, and I followed up by following him on Instagram and all that stuff, but I actually didn't go deep into his content and what he speaks about and what he's really on about. So, we were like few years went by, like 5. I know about the guy. I actually knew about the guy that yes, this guy's a motivational speaker. He runs holdings companies and all of that stuff. And then this spark was reignited a week ago. And that week ago I was actually watching the Penuel podcast and I was like, wow, this man is actually quite intelligent. Yes, you can call him a scammer. Yes, you can call him blah 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 blah, but hey, what's life without scams? But no jokes aside, man, the boy is not actually a scam. He's actually an intellectual person, an intellectual individual that actually knows what he's talking about. And one of the points that hit me was the part where South African men or South African boys do not want to get down and gritty and dirty, get their hands dirty and see that is the way to success. Everybody wants a quick fix. Everybody wants an internet, blah, blah, blah. Hey, yes, I'd love to make internet money, but I'm still on the streets, man. I'm still making bricks literally, almost every day. I'm getting my hands dirty. Yes, say we own a company, but I'm still hands-on. It's a startup. I'm not there yet. I'm not as big as I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Not as big as I want to be. And I'm always referring to my company. Just email me at Mabena if you want it delivered. We make bricks. We sell cement, wood, everything. We are basically a hardware shop. Cash build, better watch yourself. We're coming for your $1 billion enterprise right here. Birdman. But man, other than that, that related so well because the time me and my cousin and my brother started this, we actually got laughed at and we actually got criticized and what would they do? These boys, small, skinny, short, typical things. They did not see the vision we had, and so we had to do it, build it up, and show them that we can make quality bricks. We beat the whole neighborhood. I'm proud to say that we are the best, and I am here to make that claim. And whoever disagrees and goes against this, I don't give a damn, and I don't give a fuck and a shit. Sorry for not, finding better words and not using my vocabulary very well and using French instead of speaking normally. But yes, instead of like doing that, we actually went in and honed in for like 6 months in, and like right now, the product we make right now is not the product that used to be back then. And that teaches you values in life, man. That teaches you skills that no one can give you. Understand what I'm saying? That gives you that itch to show that, hey, if you don't wake up, if you don't use your hands, if you don't become that person. Yes, I want to become a multi-billionaire, blah blah blah, but it all starts somewhere. If you don't take that initiative, who's gonna help you? The government is not gonna help you. Mom and dad is not gonna help you. You have to help yourself. Like, yes, not I am not there yet, man. Step by step, and I'm becoming better person each and every single day, man. And the takeaway from the conversation, man, was my biggest takeaway was like that. Yes, they spoke about many things, about politics, about Kenya, Uganda, and him starting a finance firm. I think it's Severus. It's a sub-Saharan like financing, investing something company. Like, yes, they in Severus, Dubai, and all of that stuff interconnected wise. Like, yes, that was very valuable information, very good eyesight and seeing what's possible out there. But my biggest takeaway was like using your hands, getting it done, and being active without you being active and using your mind. Like my mentor, Mr. Dr. Emmanuel, teaches you that you gotta get up. Like, situations never last. Like, when they say tough times, blah blah blah, that is actually quite true, man. Like, from a school dropout to where my mind is at right now, to where we are pushing every single day. Like, my mind frame has like switched from like having no plan, sitting there and being basically a bum. Like, I look young, fresh, and new right now, but if you saw me like a couple of back, like, ooh, trust me, you don't want to see me. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's actually quite crazy. Getting up and doing this shit yourself really, really is worth it and really pays off. And I'm not trying to become the next Iman Gadzi or become the next Andrew Tate. No, I am me, and I am giving my initial takes and my initial thoughts on this. And Penuel, man, the boy's interviewing skills and him doing what he does, yes, it is good, but it's not at that international level yet. But man, I'm not criticizing because I actually enjoyed the podcast. Like, for a South African person, I actually enjoyed that shit. It was top class, international class. But man, like, believe if he watches more Stephen Bartlett or whatever, man, trust me, he'll nail it, and he will be the top number one podcast. Like, saying it again, fuck Mac G. I don't give a fuck what him, I don't give a fuck what they think. But yeah, man, like, I believe Penuel can get to becoming the number one podcast in SA, if not the world. Do what I'm saying. But man, Vusi Thembekwayo, man, that man is actually an intellectual man, and values life lessons, and him providing these services of public speaking. You can tell that he's a good public speaker. You can tell that he studied Adolf. You can tell that he studied Mussolini. You can tell that he studied all of these notorious public speakers. Yeah, man, he might get criticized for speaking like this, but we played rugby boots, But man, he actually holds value behind all that accents and behind all that criticize and scammer shit. He actually is beneficial, man. And him hosting such speeches and all of that stuff. Yes, we've seen Dan Locke and all of these guys like paying 10K, blah blah blah, these boot camps, which sometimes are scams, sometimes are not. But if there is value to be found in the guy, if there is, why is he getting recognition all around the globe? That shows there is something behind the man. There is some force working with the man, and there is something running with the man. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I'm a hip hop guy. You dig what I'm saying? If you watch all the other videos, I'm going crazy, I'm going nuts. But today is a more serious, laid back, me being calm and entering this, because this man is I know I'm going back and forth, or I'm all over the place, but one of the first of many useful podcasts on our channel. But this man actually brings you into his world and his mind, and how he, like, there's always, when he said, I'm that kid when, when I get back home from Dubai, blah blah blah, the first thing I go do is get that quota. Like, that, I could relate with that shit. Like, let's be honest, I could relate with that shit, man. Like, the best quota in town, man. As much as we can work so hard this week, not see girlfriends, not see blah blah, just staying as ourselves, as a group. That Sunday, man, we're definitely gonna get a quota, man. As much as we're in shape, as much as we work out every single day except for a Saturday, but man, that quota slaps either way, dog. Either way, it kicks ass, man. And yes, I'm out here venting, and yes, I'm all over the place, but the basic value, as I've said, the basic value of the interview to me was, yes, even though our education system is lower than Zim, all of these other countries, I'm not criticizing all these other countries. They're our brothers. They all have skin like this. They are our brothers. So waking up, getting work done, showing up as a man, showing up, keeping promises, and doing what you're supposed to do, those are actually simple keys. Yes, life is not easy, but those are simple keys to make yourself the best version of you. Yes, I don't need to become the next Elon Musk, but I can become the best version of myself, and I can become the greatest version of myself, man. And that actually gives you that nice sense of peace and inner sense of peace, where you wake up some days and you're like, fuck me, I don't feel motivated. I am not gonna do this. I am not seriously gonna do this because this is ass. It's draining. It's bullshit. I don't want to. I hate this. And even though you say such, you still wake up. You still go get it. And you feel so good after doing that. And then that's how you strengthen your mind. You strengthen your work ethic, and you strengthen commitment, man. And then when we get to 1 billion, man, trust, be back here speaking about it. And we'll let you know when we're live. When we are live in LA, man, just know, man, it's all a baby mucho gusto. And those are my thoughts and takes on it. Comment down below. What more do you want me to hit? What types of topics you want me to hit? Other than music, man. The music is always gonna be there. We're always gonna react to music. We love music. And that's just it, man. From your boy. If you wanna get in contact with us, just hit up James Mabena.com Gmail, and then the rest we'll get it through the numbers for the brick company. If you want any bricks delivered, if you wanna cement, all of that stuff, it's a hardware basically, man. Cash build, we're coming for you. Build it, we're coming for you, man. We're coming for you. That's just it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It's your boy. I'm gone.